Welcome back. This past week, ESPN college basketball insider Jeff Borzello was in town to talk to the Zags. Borzello is one of the top college basketball writers in the country, and so we thought who better to talk to about this year's wild college basketball season, where the Zags fit into it, and where they fit into the future of college basketball as a whole.
There's no favorite. The teams that we thought would be the best teams in the beginning of the year aren't.
In the topsy-turvy world of college basketball this year, Gonzaga has remained one of the only constants. ESPN's Jeff Borzello has a theory as to why this year has been so volatile.
I think part of it is usually you have Duke and Kentucky. They have the best freshmen in the country, and they do again, but we're seeing them go elsewhere. Memphis has a few, and North Carolina has a few, so we're just not seeing the talent as consolidated as it has been in the past.
That means that this March could be very interesting. Having the best players more spread out could help the Zags and their 7-man rotation when the madness begins.
I do think 7 is enough in March. People don't really play 9 or 10 guys. In March, you have your starting 5, and then you have a couple off the bench, and that's it. I do think when Anton Watson was healthy, they had sort of the perfect 8-man rotation. And so that kind of takes away some of their versatility and things like that. But I do think if everyone's healthy, 7 is enough.
With the way Gonzaga is recruiting recently, though, it may be hard to just keep their rotation to 7 or 8 players in just a few years. Borzello has some thoughts on why all of a sudden Gonzaga's recruiting efforts have really been on the upswing.
Well, I think part of it, they've always done well internationally. And I think that now, and I think to me the key is, and we've seen a lot of programs do this, they reach a new height and they start going after better players, and they lose the culture a little bit. And I think the key for Gonzaga, and they've done it, is not to lose that culture and the continuity that has brought them so far. I think kids are just seeing, hey, we can go there, win 30 games a year, play in Final Fours, and NBA scouts are seeing us anywhere we go. So we can go there and just make a bigger impact as opposed to going where 4 other 5-star players are going, at Kentucky or Duke or someplace like that.
Gonzaga's first national championship feels like a win, not an if, at this point. As for this year finally being the year,
I do think that they have as good a shot as anybody.